we'll get the ball rolling right now. Get this up. Good morning, everybody. What's going on, guys? Hope you're ready for a good trading day. We'll look at some stocks, we'll look at some equities, we'll look at some futures, we'll look at a little bit of everything. Give me 1 second just to get some stuff loaded. Good morning, good morning. Just getting Schwab up. Maybe half a sec there. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Cool. Schwab, and I wanted to look at the NVIDIA calls. Let's see. Go to trade, and now we'll go to chart. Over here. Bro, I used to be so good with it. I used to be able to be like, all right, it was .NVDA, and then it's like the 25, 12, 19, and that's your expiration date, and then it's the option. And I used to like freaking know that, and then you end it with a P or a C for put or call. But now I'm just like, futures. NVIDIA. Not like they don't make it easy, though. Here we go. Like 8. 6. We'll do 8. What are we looking at? Because we'll see where we open. Because the options prices are going to change when market opens. What was it? We're looking at probably the 190s, if anything. Because I'd like to see. I see NVIDIA right now where we closed yesterday was 188. Where we're opening today's 185. These 190 contracts, they closed at 273 yesterday. They're going to open up. We'll see. Well, we'll see where they open up. But this is the contract that I'm going to be watching for a little swing trade on NVIDIA to the upside. And again, the swing trade is literally going to be this week's expiration, a day or two. Really looking to just trade it back to the top of the range. Now, I see NVIDIA just made a new all-time high, right? So I'm not bearish on it. We know we had this big sell-off candle, but we also know what that came from. That came from a certain somebody tweeting something. Yeah, right? Lil AR on YouTube saying bullish, 100%. That's why I want to find and a little dip on NVIDIA at that market open. It's already holding this area of support. And get those 190 calls. That looks solid. I'll take that, man. If those 190 calls are like $90 each, I'll definitely take it. The goal would be top of the range, right? Now, ideally, if we were looking just to be reasonable and trade key level to key level, 190 would also be a nice target. So it all depends. Also depends on market structure and how markets are trading. All right, let's see. So this is equities. It's NVIDIA. That's what we'll be watching. And we'll put this up here for now. Now let's take a look at our ES and NASDAQ. Beautiful price action, am I right? Gross. All right, let's see. Let's check out our market now. 190, 1017, open interest increased. I checked it today. Yeah, 1017. Yeah, and that's this week. Oh, I just realized today's Tuesday, too. We really only look to swing trade that for a day. Like, find support today, hold it today into tomorrow. Exit either tomorrow on a gap up or exit tomorrow somewhere into strength near 190. Give me 1/2 a second. Music. There we go. All right. All right. What are we looking at? NASDAQ. NQ faces sell-off, volatility amid trade tensions and mixed economic signals. Earnings season kicks off. Alright, be careful with earnings season kicking off. Nasdaq experienced recent volatility following a sharp sell. When are earnings? Who gets earnings first? Let's see. Well, tech-wise, tech doesn't see earnings for a little while. Nothing new in terms of like what's moving markets right now. Renewed U.S.-China trade tensions with threatened 100% tariffs, but we know he took that back. I changed my mind. So earnings growth possible. It's really the AI that's driving the Nasdaq and equities so strong right now. So that's also one of the main reasons I'm going to be looking at Nvidia. If that one fails, we fail 185, we fail 183, there's a good chance we sell off to 180, right? Right now, though, we are at the top of the range on Nvidia. That's why I'm looking at it. I'm sorry, the bottom of the range of our current range, the top of our recent range. Microsoft puts 18 million put, out of option interest increased. So what are you saying? They're heavier bearish on Microsoft and they're heavier bullish on Nvidia. You never want to hear that. You never want to hear that, markets are saying, hey, let's go one way on one stock, one way on the other when they're both big tech, right? We want to see things trending together. Confluence gives us confirmation, gives us some strength. I'm also be looking at gold today. Gold has been just making new high after new high. Had a sell-off last night around 130. Here we go, man. Back test, watch this. We're gonna go to gold, GC. Why did we have that sell-off last night? Let's see. Sharp risk-off move in gold assets triggered broad liquidation in gold. Is it because of the peace in the Middle East? Did they release the hostages? I heard that they did. Did they? Gold just hit record highs in safe haven and Fed rate cut. Stimulus, sharp declines in crypto and equity futures signaled broad risk off sentiment. No major economic data or policy surprise because this was still 1 in the morning. Gold spiked new highs. Decline. Yeah. Yeah, but gotta remember the US-China came out last Friday, and that's down here. We're still up from there. We went up 4% at some point. Right now we're only up about 3%. So always when in doubt with the zoom out. We do have a little bit of a 30-minute order block here, and this would be where we hold our last area of support, right? So this could be a higher low. So we could see if we could start to close out of this and then possibly look to see if gold wants to move higher. Let's make this white. Possible long entry on gold, depending on if we're able to start to get out of this area. Excuse me. We gotta get bookmap up. We gotta get our x-ray goggles. Yeah, I should hit bookmap up and be like, hey, you guys should see about that DAX data. What do you need? Which data do you need to get the equities? Be cool to see like Nvidia stuff like that.
I believe it's DX feed.
Right?
Yeah, it's DX feed. Yeah, I think they have one for equities as well. I do have the backfill for CME data. Works really well. It's a good, you can go with bookmap data, but DX feed is just a cheaper option if you only want backfill.
Gotcha. Dollar's trying to move lower, which would help support gold to the upside. I do want to look at the daily time frame on the dollar because remember, guys, the dollar was starting to move higher while gold was still moving higher, and yet gold only had one pullback, right? So we want to be careful with that. And this one pullback right here. Other than that, we have continued higher while the dollar is moving higher. So I really do want to be patient and a little careful with that. Because a strong dollar would lead to a bit more of a bearish gold. So I want to add a key level here. And I want to do bear on gold with like a little arrow above. So we know, hey, if price goes above this area, definitely bearish on gold. Right now, though, it's rejecting that level, which helps gold move higher. What's this? 9:16 markets open soon. We'll be looking at the Nvidia calls, the Nvidia 190 calls this week expiration. I wonder, dude, I wish, excuse me, Jesus. Let me try to pull up Quant. I don't know if it's going to give us any good information just based off of markets being closed at the moment. But let's see. I could just message him, my buddy Will, and be like, yo, if I want to know if Nvidia is bullish, what the heck do I do? Now let's see. I wonder if, yeah, no data because markets are closed. Net flow. This we could put through. And be looking for Nvidia calls. Gonna watch the net flow and net drifts on Nvidia. They got the options heat map too. Let's see. What's October 17? Let's see. Maximum value. Lotta. Look at this. October 17th. 31 million right there. That's our maximum value. 31 million sitting on that 190 call strike of this Friday. That's what I was looking at before I even pulled this up. So let's see. We'll see if that wants to try to play out. Definitely a lot of volume. 25 million sitting up here for November 14th on the calls. So we'll see. We'll see. Gold pulled back. I'm not taking gold right now. Let's do our markup on ES and NQ. Do our previous day high. And let me also get bookmap up. Good morning, YouTube. What's going on, guys? Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe. Do go live Monday and Friday on YouTube. I went live today because I accidentally hit public instead of private. So you're welcome. Waiting on possible Nvidia calls for a little swing trade over the next couple days. Marking out right now previous day high, previous day low on NASDAQ, PDH, PDL. I want to get rid of this previous day low. Is very old and we broke it. This we could break. So at this point, it doesn't really help us the previous day high and low because we've taken both of them out overnight. Took out the high, and we came out and we just took out the low. So if anything, might look for a reversal. I was gonna say reversal because we made the high first, but if any, I was gonna say because we just made the low. But if anything, that would be the reason for continuation because we made the high first, then the low, and then we look for a lower high and continue. But if we're looking at just general overall trend markets and all that, I would really like to be bullish. I like to remain on that bullish sentiment. We have 4-hour closes in 40 minutes. And look at where price is currently trading. If this 4-hour closed like this, that would be a great sign. What do you mean no data? Markets are... Nah, it's just taking a little bit. Wake up. So still a little bullish for the most part. We swept this previous day low, which is sort of also where this gap was. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to delete that big green demand zone that we had at some point. And I'm going to mark out, you see how we had this big sell-off? This was that Friday sell-off. And then Sunday we had our gap up. When we have gaps in price like this, a lot of traders will try to trade the gap fill strategy, just like an earnings gap fill or something. On the flip side of that, when we trade into that zone, because of the gap, there's an imbalance. People weren't able to fill their positions when price gapped that high. People that were trying to exit any shorts or go into any longs, whatever the case may be, when price gapped from 24,195 to 24,541, they weren't able to get filled anywhere in that 300-point span or 400-point span. So now what happens, markets dip into it, that extra volume steps in because now they want to get filled, they get filled, price gives us a reaction. Question is it a strong enough reaction to give us that reversal back higher, or is it going to fail and we're going to slowly chop our way lower and through it? Those are the two options we're seeing right now on NQ. 921 right now. We could take a look at NASDAQ and see the price targets. Now, downside, it's got it pretty range bound. 24,749. 749 is market target to the upside. 749. Which is only 750. Apologize. I don't know why I said 749. Which is only over here, which is also right by, I have a key level over there. That's 60. So here's 5.3. And then there is 750. 24750. And 24500. So 24500 is still the downside target. So the upside target before was up here. Now it's down here. So the upside target's starting to move lower and lower. But this could be a squeeze factor. Remember, these aren't definite levels. So we got to see. Definitely see. And if markets stay bearish, obviously there's going to be no calls on NVIDIA. Check out NVIDIA right now, guys. Right down here. Moving into into that zone. Want to find the calls, 190 calls down there. When markets open, we'll have the bell sound because I got TOS open. It's fun. Ding ding ding. Yo, good morning everybody. What's going on, guys? Kev, Adrian, what's up? What's up? Ryan, Nevada, Terry, Mr. Motorhead, Mike, Kurt, Kev, Jim, Jay, Habibi, Garrett, George. What's up, guys? E. Marcel, good morning. DW, good morning. Mike, what's up?
What's up?
What's up? Ozzy, good morning, Oz. Ozzy's team's been killing it. He's a coach of the football team, and they are killing it. Big round of applause to him. Love to see it, love to hear it. Blackfoot, what's up, man? Austin, Anka, Adonis, what's up, guys? What's up, what's up? Let's see. Gold, pulling back. Again, glad we're not jumping in on anything. We're just, oh, we gotta take it, gotta take it. No way. We gotta be patient. Gold is definitely leaning a bit more towards the bear side at the moment. At the moment. We do have, look at this, 90-minute basing candle right here on our pullback, sell off, and then we would look for continuation. So that'd be continuation to the downside. So I would think gold might want to try to move lower. Gold on Bookmap. Does have a positive CVD, and we have been more bullish on it lately anyways, so I'm probably not going to take anything on gold until something's screaming at me. But we did take out previous day high. We have been just running and running and running. But we can't keep running away. Anybody get that song reference? Alright, let's see. Gold. Market. I want to see some price levels on market. 4,100. Alright. 4,100. And 4165. Damn, you guys really don't get that reference? Killing me. Can't keep running away. I forget who sings it. Cyphers? I don't know. Old rap song. 80s, 90s. You guys are too young. Alright, let's see. NASDAQ stuck between a rock and a hard place, in my opinion. This demand zone right here, obviously demand, we look for support. First time price touched into it. This was after the sell-off. Great price target. Pulled out of it. Held as support. We failed it, right? So just like I mentioned earlier, there's a few ways we look to hold support or resistance. We'll either look to come into it and hold it, or if we look to break it, we could look to come into it, just like we're doing right here. Try to hold it and fail. Try to hold it and fail the way through, right? Now, usually the following day, if we're able to open somewhere below it, this area becomes resistance. At this point, though, because we gapped up and we stayed strong, it started to work as support yesterday. So I do want to be careful, and I actually do want to see if there are any new supply or demand zones that overlap there, because I'd much rather a new zone than this old beat-up zone, because it's had better days. I'm looking right now, my eyes glued to this area right here, and I don't see any supply zones. And when I don't see any supply zones on a sell-off, that tells me the market structure behind the sell-off isn't strong enough to hold us lower. So that might be a little bit of a sign that, hey, we might go bullish from here. 45 minute, we have our basing candle here, so we'd look for this one to continue. It's got 17 minutes left. Let's delete this zone for, look how well this 61 though worked as a key level. We'll keep it for now, but what we'll do is we'll fade it a little bit. It's gonna get a little faded, guys. Gold trying to keep moving lower. I've noticed something with gold, and CVD wise, positive or negative, doesn't seem to matter, but something you can look for with the CVD, cumulative volume delta, is just the general direction of it. Is it moving with price? Is it moving against price? A lot of times if it's moving against price, we'll get that reversal at some point. A lot of times if it's moving with price, we get continuation. Shocker, price is moving with volume. So something to keep an eye on, something to mention. Nvidia pushing below 185. It's at 184.56 right now. Now, I did say I wanted to take some calls on Nvidia. There's gold with some buying, so I said I don't want to touch any shorts right now because it has been in a bull market on gold, no doubt about it. It's at 41.75. It crushed through 4,000 like wasn't even there, and now has targets of 5,000. I tweeted on Monday. Where was it? Tuesday? Yeah. No, wait. When did I? No, I tweeted on Sunday. Sunday? No, I didn't forget when it was, man. Yeah, Monday. This Monday, right here. I was like, because I remember we were off from 4,000, but we weren't completely off from it. It's like, oh, I think I tweeted, you think we see 4,000 on gold this week? And then it just blew right past it like it wasn't there. So that's pretty wild. Here's Nvidia down here. If it finds support, like I said, I do want to try to take those calls. Market's open in 54 seconds. The calls I'm looking at on Nvidia are the 190 calls for this week expiration. NASDAQ negative cumulative volume delta, but what you'll see on the CVD, on ES and NQ, is when markets open, they're going to reset to 0. I know it's a little dumb. I wish there was a way I could change it. I'm sure there might be. You guys probably don't have that setting on right now. The only reason mine does that is because this RTH slot right here resets every day at 9:30. So I have my regular session volume profile, and then I have my regular trading New York session hours volume profile. So I could see both of them and line them up together. Listen, man, if we find support right at open, I'll take the Nvidia calls right at open. All right, where are they opening at? They're opening at 152. All right, so I might look for... Could we sink a little lower on them first? Let you guys know if I get in them. Well, you'll hear if I get in them and make a sound effect. Nvidia with some selling pressure, though, off the open, so I'm not taking it right now. See how it's selling right there? 5 minute. Gonna hang on the 5 minute for a little bit, see if we want to take out that pre-market low. I just really like where Nvidia is at the bottom of the range right now. Regular trading hours. Check out the regular trading hours. We've hit this area a few times. My concern might be we might sweep this low first and then reverse. And that's fine with me too, to be honest. It could do whatever it like. Come on, another song reference. Let you guys know if anything happens on my side. Okay, Nvidia's trying to push below that zone right now. Those options are at 122. I wanted to see if we get them around like what did I say, like 130? No, 130. Kidding me, 90. I wanted 90 on those. They're 115. They just say lows of 115. Is VIX moving lower? VIX is in an area that should try to move lower. So again, if we could find some support on Nvidia, great. Here's Nvidia right now. 15-minute. I'm looking for a little swing trade on some calls on Nvidia. See if we could sweep this low over here and start to reverse. Like this low right there. Get into it. Get into it. And that'll bring those calls to like 90. Boom, look at that. Big drops on Nvidia. Guys, let me know what you want me to keep on the chart, because I can keep talking about Nvidia and keep it on a separate chart so you guys can see the futures. Okay, Nvidia hit that previous day low. Didn't break through it. I should set up my TOS a little better. So I have, oh, you know what, though? Check point of control. Point of control on Nvidia is going to be lower because price has been trading lower this whole time. Yep, point of control is lower, so I'm going to leave it alone until we could start to see a little bit of a reversal. So again, I'm letting the options sort of come to me in terms of finding a good price on them. Boom, there's that break of that previous day low on Nvidia. Options are at 94 a contract, 92 a contract. I just wait right now, minute 50 left. If we start to reverse, I'm going to take that. If we don't, I'm not going to take it. Did want the options around 90. Right now they're around 100. See, but I don't want to get them here at 94 and think, oh, what a great price, and have it keep selling off on me, right? So let's be a little patient here. Let's see. Because I'm looking for a swing trade on this, right? So I'm looking for it to really, like, not fully reverse, but make its way back to the top of its range. So I don't want to buy, well, yeah, we want to buy low, like the TI. Thank you, Alex. There we go, another drop on Nvidia again. Why I'm not jumping in, those contracts are now at 94. Still chilling around 94. They're not really getting much lower than 94 at the moment. They're still at 94. Let's see. Big drops on Nvidia. Trying to make its way to 180. 180. Puts are still leading on Nvidia right now. Oh my goodness. There we go. Puts are leading on Nvidia right now. This is put to call. Calls are down here. Puts are up here. Dude. Again, guys, let me know what you want to see. If we want to see anything else. Futures, obviously, I got you. Just waiting for a good setup right now. Gold isn't really giving us anything either. Rejecting that open price. Yo, YouTube guys, let me know what you're looking at, what you're trading. Nvidia, I might wait for the 15-minute. You know, at this point, we are selling off right at the open. Take a look at NASDAQ volume since we're looking at Nvidia. I'm looking at OKLO. Nice. More selling here. Like, I don't know, man. I'd like to see the weighted index. Are we on a range on the weighted on the weighted index? Do we have anywhere to go? I'm trying to hold that low. Bada bing. But Nvidia looks like it's ready to take another hit to the downside, and it is. All those calls, man. All those calls on Nvidia for that 190 strike I was looking at getting melted right now. Closed at 250 yesterday. Now their calls are at $80 a share. That's a $200 hit on a $280 contract they had. Oof. Oh. Yo. It melted. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We saw that was 31 million, right? Maximum is 31 million down here. Now it's 400,000. That's crazy. Does that mean that much money was liquid? I would think so. right? It was at 30 million before market open. Market opens, all those options take a hit. 30 million wiped off the board like that. Nasty. Wow, it's still going. It is still going. I'm not in anything right now, guys. We're just staying patient right here. Just staying patient, letting markets come to us. It's only 9:36. There's really no reason to feel the need to rush into anything or force anything. Big drops, man. Let's go. Bro, option sellers. What is that volume chart on the left? This is Bookmap. What's up, man? Dustin Time. Yo, I like the play on words with your name, bro. Dustin Time. This is Bookmap. Bookmap is an order flow tool. So basically, the volume bubbles we see over here show us how much volume is being traded, right? So the bigger the bubble, the heavier the volume. The smaller the bubble, the smaller the volume. Red bubbles, heavy selling. Green bubbles, buying. Heavy selling beats smaller buying, obviously, so we see that we're getting good continuation here. Now you can use it on, if you use it on something like ES, you'll see a different kind of heat map where you could see these areas that are sort of staying still. NASDAQ doesn't tend to get those levels, especially in times of volatility like this. You'll sometimes see one or two sitting over here, but that's in more range-bound markets when we're getting quick moves, and that's a great way to use Bookmap to tell if we're getting nice moves or not, is to use that to see, okay, on NASDAQ, do we have a wide spread? Are we expecting volatility? ES, we're holding support right here. It's a little bit more helpful on something like ES because you could line up these areas of support with your own key levels. Like, look, I had a key level here, 66.11 on ES, and now it's trying to hold as support. I also see a big seller right there. Also, I don't know why my reset, no. Reset, configuration, yeah, session start. There we go. I guess, I don't know. So it looks a little different. Okay. NVIDIA just swept 180. I'm not completely dismissing these calls. Especially if ES and NQ could find support too. I'll let this 5-minute close. Alright, let's see. NVIDIA 180. They're at $80 a contract right now. The ones I was looking at. 13 seconds left. I wanted to check point of control on NVIDIA on this candle. Hopefully it's not lower. We are getting reversal style price action. I'm going to try these NVIDIA contracts if we could start to hold this area. Alright, let's see. I'm going to give it 1 second. I don't want to jump the gun too soon. Like I said, sort of just jump in it and then have it sell off on me. But I also don't want to miss this entry and have it just start pumping on me. We did have good volume there. I'm going to take it. So we'll take the NVIDIA calls. I will stop out though if it goes to those lows again. And it's fine if it does. I'll look to give it a little space. Because I haven't traded equities in a little bit. But remember, this was looking to be a swing trade, so I could be a bit more patient on this entry. But I liked some of the signs we were seeing. This volume increase on the sweep of this key 180 level. That's a good reversal signal. Sort of squeezing on our VWAP that's trying to move lower. It's really the volume that was sticking out to me. And just that general bullish on it. So I'm in just one contract at 81. It's chilling out. It's already red. It's at like 79. Let's see. If markets hold, great, right? The only way this trade ends up holding is if markets hold. NASDAQ starting to pull back a little bit here. We are at a key level. Weighted index sort of range bound too. So again, if markets start to fail, there would be no reason for NVIDIA to try to hold. But if markets can hold here, while NVIDIA is at a key level too, just trading this 180 key level, possibly even right back to 185, right? A $5 move right there would be great. Well, it'd be $4 now for my entry, but just staying patient right now. NVIDIA with some, NQ with some selling pressure. The fact that NVIDIA hasn't broken lower just yet gives me a little bit of confidence, but it's still failing. Yeah, I see that, and I can see in the background already too that NASDAQ just made another low. NVIDIA, not yet, but it is looking like it's trying to get that bearish momentum back. I'm going to be patient, going to wait. I really wanted to sort of let the 15 close before taking this entry. We have 217 left. Now, if this 15 closes really bearish like this, most likely going to exit the position, even if it's just break even. But I wanted to see a reversal of that. We're not getting it. Let's see. 207 left. I'll let you guys know if I get out of it. You'll hear the noise if I get out of it. Minute 54. Volume's not too high right here to the downside, but it is on NASDAQ. Point of control is still higher on NVIDIA. Volume was a little weak down here, but it was more bearish off the open. That's our biggest concern. It's only a few dollars red right now. If it sweeps this 180 again, I'm sort of cool, and that's okay with me. I'll let this 5-minute close. But like I said, we'll play it a little safe, play it a little smart. We wanted to see that 15 close more in our favor, and the 15's closing more bearish than anything. We were near the bottom of our range. That's why I wanted to try longs over here, because we kept swept to low, reversed, swept this low, reversed, swept this low. So looking for us to reverse. We did sweep this low right here too. But at this point, we only have 50 seconds left in the 15-minute. So we would need to start pumping like right now on NVIDIA. It's not looking likely, so just be patient, be careful. Point of control is probably back lower again. Again, like I said, 15-minute close, it's higher. I mean, I was looking for a swing trade. Daily time frame, pretty tough on the daily, but if we could hold this key level, 180 right there, I'll look to try to hold this, but 13 seconds left. I won't be dumb and let it just like drop all the way on me. I'll stop out. I'll have a hard stop out at like 179. Give it a little room, again, especially because it's a swing trade. Looking for it to play off the key levels. I haven't traded equities in a little bit though. That'll be my excuse for when this trade doesn't work out. And my excuse for when it does work out is that I'm the GOAT. So I'm ready, guys. Yes, NQ. I wouldn't, it's funny because I wouldn't look for shorts at this point either because, like I said, the support that we've been seeing lately. Yeah, the only sell-off we had was because of the tweet, and then he sort of pulled it back. So if markets are going to remain bullish, or if we're still near all-time highs, which we really are, no reason to really be like, oh, we're definitely bearish right now. NVIDIA with some buying pressure, great. Trying to hold this key level, 180. Might go test 178 in reverse. Yo, Dustin, if you got Instagram or X, shoot me a message on there why you think we might reverse off 178 first. My X is trade with Kev. Instagram is trading with Kev. Some buying pressure there. NVIDIA also finding a little buying volume. Would like to see the volume really increase though. Like the subgraph volume down here. And also, okay, we got some volume there. I'd like to see price move higher and our point of control, this black level, move higher with price. If we don't get that, odds of a reversal become lower again. Let's put NVDA. Where are we at? 180? Okay. So now look, I got I'm looking at TOS. Go into settings, customize. Where do you do by for size? Here we go. Greater than equal to 200 or more. See if we get some heavier volume up here. Starting to pick up. But that might be sellers absorbing the buyers up here. Point of control is not moving higher. Oh, come on now. Let's see. Volume's holding up. It's a good sign. Want to see price on the right here on time and sales. I want to see it above 181. So here's 180.92, 180.96. Okay, good. Where's 181? Give me 181. Nope, not really buying stock at 181 right now. Let's see. There's 191s. Come on, man. Let's break this 181. Let's get it. You know buyers want it. Come on, you guys know NVIDIA just goes straight up. But unfortunately, the more time, because I'm in an option, the more time it takes chopping away, also the theta starts to decay on you. 30 million off the board, remember that. A minute left in this 5 minute. I do want to see where ES and NQ are. They're holding up. That's a good sign for me. Want to see that 30-minute reverse. Might move my stop loss up a little bit. Move my stop loss to I'll get out around like 179.40 if we just start dropping. $15-minute did close bearish on the last 15, but that doesn't mean the 30 can't close bullish. Same with the hourly. Those close in about 10 minutes. Just be careful that we don't continue one more leg lower, then get the 10 o'clock reversal. Yeah, these options are sort of just chilling, doing a whole lot of nothing right now. I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I want to hold it, see if it plays off this 180 level, man. If it doesn't, we're out. Woohoo. We didn't get the best buying volume, but we also didn't really get strong rejection, right? Like this volume right here is sort of stagnant right now. Do we have any economic data? Also, you check market and see equities. What's going on with NVIDIA? You guys let me know if you see NVIDIA on top. I'm looking for unusual options. See anything right now? AI. High valuation, that's not the best sign. Bull side. Alright, we'll see. Definitely a tough buy up here. NASDAQ selling off. Like I said, weak equities or weak NASDAQ. I'm not going to look to hold NVIDIA calls. But if NVIDIA does stay bullish, like we know AI is a madman, a wheelhouse. It's a one-man show. It just goes crazy. We could just see for that to reverse off this key level 180. It's trying. Yeah, I was gonna say, definitely feels like Nas is trying to squeeze back higher off of that failed selling pressure there we just saw on Bookmap. Hopefully that could be followed through with some NVIDIA buying pressure, because remember, for NASDAQ to move higher, it does require our equities to move higher. Whether that's Meta's pumping, NVIDIA's pumping. Oh, let's check our... Ooh. Relative strength, everything is negative right now because we had that gap down. And NVIDIA is the weakest. That's really funny. That just means it's the best buying opportunity. I'm just kidding. AMD's the strongest. That's good for AI, though. That would give me a little bit of a good sign. Okay. Still want to see that 181. 197, 196, 187. Not seeing 190, not seeing 181. Not seeing 181. Come on now. 180. I just want to see 200 shares be bought for above 181. Shows me buyers are accepting price. There we go. There's some 181s. There we go. 181.12, 181.22. There we go. Nice. Can we squeeze here is the question. Bro. Doesn't let me pull it onto the other chart. That's really funny. Alright, take a look at NVIDIA. Starting to move higher. We're above that 181 I was watching. 181 is right here. I really want to see us get back above now 182.37. Like, start marching our way back higher on NVIDIA here. And that's, like I said, going to help our equities, ESNQ, also go bullish. Nice. There we go. But because of theta, these options are still a little red from my entry. So we're just waiting right now. Big sell-off overnight, but we'll see. NVIDIA squeeze. 181.33 right now on NVIDIA. 181.40. It's chopping around up there right now. But we have volume up here, so I'm not too concerned that we are going to reverse to back to the downside. I do think we're going to continue back to the upside now on NVIDIA, so I would like to see NQ and ES also make that reversal. VIX is trying to move lower, which is great. Weighted index looks like it's trying to move higher, which is great. Hopefully we can start to see a squeeze on volume to the upside on NVIDIA. There we go. NASDAQ trying to move higher. NVIDIA also trying to move higher here too. Options are getting back on the green side. Great. NVIDIA, NASDAQ, all right. 15 minute, 30 minute. We're really waiting on that 30. 30 closes in about 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. Same with the hourly. And those are looking real bullish now. They look nice on a reversal now. So I'd like to see, same with the NVIDIA over here. 30-minute, hourly. If they could start squeezing higher, close. If the hourly could close somewhere above 182, that would be great. But that would really require this last... We only got 4 minutes left. So we need to start pumping for these last 4 minutes on NVIDIA. So guys, buy. No, I'm just kidding. We'll get a big enough audience in here. We'll start moving markets. We'll never lose. You're short gold? Let's see. Nice. So yeah, gold retested that area for a lower high. I'm sorry. Yeah, lower high. YM hit a broken supply holding it as support. Dollar moving lower. I'd be careful on the dollar moving lower right now. Could help support gold to the upside. Nvidia still finding buyers around this 181.30 area, which is good. That's great. Options are still just chilling though. Going nowhere fast. Nvidia with a little bit of selling. We are above VWAP though. We did close above VWAP on Nvidia. 3 minutes left. Almost might add to the position here. It's gonna add to Nvidia on this little 1 minute flag we just had, but I'm not gonna do that. Yo, if that works out though, that'd be crazy. We'll look to just hold right now, just be patient. Really need this last 2.5 on Nvidia to start pumping, and that should help NASDAQ and ES pump too. But it's failing, be careful. We still have volume around 181.30 though. Yikes, oh, shorting gold is crazy. Shorting the highs, bro. No. Listen, man, if he's got a setup, you got a setup, you take it, right? Everybody trades differently. He might see a 1 minute setup that he's taking a quick scalp on gold for a couple points because of how volatile it is, right? All depends on your strategy and your system. Yeah, Nvidia pulling back right here, minute 50 left. Not looking ideal. 15-minute. We'll see. Definitely glad I didn't add. We'll wait. Just wait. Let's see. Nas pulling back too to support. I need to see buyers step back in very quickly, very soon. If we can find buyers again, great. If we can't, not looking good on the reversal on Nvidia. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Minute 15 left on this 30-minute and hourly. So 30-minute and 1 hour. Close in about 1 minute. So hopefully we find buying pressure for this last minute. But if not, probably gonna stop out of Nvidia. And we'll see. We could check our point of control. Point of control is probably higher. It's about midway. Volume's about midway as well. Do we have any economic news coming out right now at 10? No, Powell speaks at 12:20 though. Let's see. Some buying again. Looks like we'll be holding the Nvidia calls, not adding, just holding. 15 seconds. The hourly didn't get where I wanted it to go, neither did the 30-minute on Nvidia, but they are still sort of giving us some reversals. The volume just hasn't been the best, but with overall markets, again, if we could come off this 180 key level on Nvidia and make our way back towards 185, 190 over the next couple days, great. But if sellers stay strong, we could see it nosedive. Let's see. Gold trying to keep moving higher. Bit of a basing candle on gold right here, so I'd be careful that it doesn't break out now. I might look for that on gold. Yeah. Yeah, oh, there goes gold. Yeah, I'm looking for gold longs over here off this 4140. It's 15-minute basing, looking for this to be a basing, rally, and hopefully continuation after that. Nvidia with a little bit of a pullback here. Weighted index is pushing higher too, though. So I'm still in Nvidia. Gold pushing, man. Look at that. Let's see. Nvidia via back below 180. Let's see. Gold. What are we doing, gold? You giving us an entry here or what? If gold point of control is higher with good volume here, let me take this pullback on gold for long. It is higher. So let's see. Nice dip. Good. Give me an opportunity. Just look at it. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Get a entry near like 41.37 maybe. I'm gonna get a long on gold there for a moment. Looking for gold to push higher. Stop loss is at 139. Like right over here. So if we make one more drop lower, I will just get out. Just looking to trade that momentum on gold. Nvidia holding up, great. Gold pushing back higher, wonderful. Need to see volume move higher too. Point of control's real close, 502 up here. Need to see this push up. Seller, active seller right there, 41.44. Nice, got above it. Come on now. Nice, nice. Gotta get that volume going. Gotta get that volume going. Oof, struggle bus on that volume. Staying patient though. I like it to the upside still. Like I said, it was that 15-minute that was keeping me bullish on gold. And that would give me a big opportunity on a 15-minute if it continues. Even a look at all these lower highs over here. Lower high, lower high. They all got to be taken out. Stop hunts. Stop hunt, stop hunt, stop hunt. Nice gold. Let's go. Boom, guys. Let's go gold. Look at that, man. We've been looking at Nvidia and we just banked on gold. Love to see it. I'm still holding. I'm just being a little patient here. See if we get another leg up. Oh, man. Wants to take out those 4150s. Low sitting volume up there. I hope my trading view is going to lag out for a second. Because that's what I need while I'm trading. Let's see. Gold, give us another pump. Let's run it. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to get out into some strength up here. Let's see. Let's try to get out near 4150. Oh, yay, Nvidia is pumping. Ooh, gold with a little bit of a cha-cha slide. Just be patient here. Don't exit on this dip. Moving my take profit higher. Still expect us to hit that 4150 area. Nvidia moving up. Great options are in the green. And they're red. No, I'm just kidding. We look alright, we look alright. Gold's chopping around. Gold would be the one to be a little concerned about. Stop loss is at 41.39. So right over here. So I'm still going to hold it. We are making some higher highs, higher lows. I'm holding gold. We're golden on holding golden. Do you trade crypto? Nah, bro. No crypto over here. No, sir. I like to keep my money. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Crypto's cool, man. I definitely missed the last Bitcoin buy the dip opportunity. I called it out through, like, I wish it was Twitter. I'd be famous on Twitter then, but Discord and shit. I was like, yo, Bitcoin's gonna sweep 50K one more time, and then it's gonna run to whatever. And that was the last, like, major dip on Bitcoin. And then it ran below 70, 80 again. Gold might stop me out here. Some weird price action here. I'm still in it. I'll let you guys know. 39.2 is my stop loss. Like right over here. But we have a buyer sitting right here at 4138.2. Options are in the green on Nvidia. Yeah, gold looking like it's getting ready to burn us here. Should have taken that scalp before. That's alright, man. Hit stop loss, hit stop loss. Let's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Nvidia is still giving a nice move to the upside. And hourly still has 23 minutes. Oh yeah, hourly still has 23 minutes left because it starts at 9:30 on equities. Beautiful. Wonderful. Amazing. This might be a really nice swing trade, guys. Nvidia swing the 190 calls. Nice. Gold is about to stop loss. And stop loss on gold. Let's see. Good job, though, guys. I'm looking at this level right here. This might be a reactionary level on gold. If we do get that reaction, I would re-enter. But let's just play it a little safe. If we don't get the reaction... Oh, we are getting a reaction. I'll re-enter one more time, but if it goes right to another low again, I'll just be right out. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. 36.6 is my stop loss now. So I'm back in gold. Off of this weird little wick, off of this volume, this buyer 38.2. So we can see if we can run that. That's a little bit of a better entry and better risk reward as this trade plays out. So we could be patient, like I said. So we'll just wait on that. Nvidia still pushing higher. Great. There we go. Some buying on gold. Wonderful. Just be patient, though. Could do anything at once. Nice, guys. Look at that. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to get out of one up here. It'd be crazy not to, I would think. 42. 42.6 is where I'm trying to get out of one. Get one quick run up right here. I'm going to be out of one contract, holding one contract. Boom, out of one. Let's go, guys. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Nice. Let's go. Nvidia moving up. Gold's chopping up here. I might actually take profit up here, but I'm telling you, that 15 looked nice. I'm holding this last contract. I took profit off one. I'll hold the last one till it either goes to the stop loss again, or we run it up to take profit. And look at this, guys. Gold with another rip. Beautiful, guys. Oh my goodness. Amazing re-entry. Amazing. Nvidia trying to chop higher. Options still in the green. Dude, we're chopping it today. We're chopping it up today, man. 6 minutes left on gold. It's 15-minute time frame. Part of me is not liking the consolidation up here. Another part of me is like, nah, this was the reversal. We're gonna sweep that high up here. So I don't want to get out here just for it to chop and then pop. My stop loss is still down here. My entry is still down here. It's a no-lose trade because I took profit off one. Nvidia taking a little heat right now. Volume hasn't really been picking up on Nvidia yet. Point of control has been moving higher, but volume itself has not been finding on Nvidia. But that's okay because gold is going crazy right now. Boom, guys. What? Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go. Amazing. I might look to get out up here into some strength. Let's see. Gold trying to give us another run up here. Boom. Guys, holy crap. Look at that. There we go. There we go. We're getting out there. Beautiful trade, guys. Amazing. Amazing gold trade. Fantastic. Following that trend, following that time frame analysis. Beautiful. Good job, guys. Hope you guys are able to make some money off that. Caught my scalp on the retest on gold. Nice. Good job, Exhausted Trader. Had a good morning. Now I need to step away. Hey, have a good one, Kev. Take care, bro. Damn, gold. Another pop right there. There it's going. 41.50 target hit. Yeah, that Adonis, that was gold. Oh, sorry. I just saw your chat right now. You messaged that earlier. Bro, gold is running. I'm telling you, there's lower highs that were forming on that lower time frame. Love to be swept. Bro, that's crazy. Look at that. Nvidia, gold still going. Still going. Amazing entry on that pullback. Dollar moving lower off of resistance. Gold might pull up here again. And Nvidia holding VWAP. Do we add on Nvidia? Here's the question. I would like to see where Nasdaq is trading. If Nas could find some buying pressure, I would add on Nvidia. Because I'd want to see the hourly on Nasdaq right here. I want to see this candle break above that hourly. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Gold killed it, guys. Absolutely destroyed it. Alright, let's see. Not taking any longs on gold at the highs, that's for sure. Amazing long entries. Great trades, guys. Good work, everybody. Waiting on possibly Nvidia. Waiting on possibly Nasdaq to show us some support. It's definitely trying. 15-minute, 30-minute was looking alright. There we go. Nas trying to hold. Nvidia trying to hold. How's our weighted index? It's our weighted stocks or equities. Also looking to try to hold in reverse on the 30-minute too. Looks okay. Looks okay. Might think of adding here on Nvidia. It's back at my entry price. I don't think I'm going to add. I think I'm just going to let it play out. Because I don't want to add here, seeing that I had to stretch this far just to get to my entry, and then have a little pullback wreck me, right? So we're going to be patient. We're going to let it play out. And if it plays out, then it will give me another entry. This is a swing trade I'm looking for to hold it from this morning's entry into today's close, into tomorrow's open. Well, I should have another opportunity to add at some point, right? Well, if the trade plays out, it should. If it doesn't play out, then it definitely will have a time to add, but that's the time we should be stopping out. This is what I'm looking at on Nvidia right now. It's above VWAP. VWAP had a big drop off right there. That ended trading hours. It's not, so it's above VWAP when you're doing regular trading hours. It's not above VWAP from the extended trading hours. It's rejecting it actually. So hopefully this is a bit of a squeeze right here. Squeeze right there before we get another leg, but we'll see. Key level to key level, right? That's what we're trying to trade right now on Nvidia. What is this? Equities. Equities, though, if we do check our change percentage, most of them are in the red right now. It's a big, that's a big be careful situation. Because now, think of it this way. Nvidia is down 3.6% today. If we have another leg lower, Nvidia could see as much as down 6% today, 7% today. We're already down 3%, right? So we're already halfway to that 7. They could always flip side it and say, oh, okay, well, we're this extended away. Well, then odds are we get back to break even, come back to 0%. We want to come back high. There's always going to be a way to argue both sides. Remember that. That's why we don't look for arguments in our trades. We look for confluence. We look for reasons. Look to be reasonable. Hourly breaking above there on NQ. That's why I said if the hourly could break above there on NQ, I would add to Nvidia. Nvidia is pulling back right now, though, so I want to wait. Good morning, everybody. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? YouTube, hit the like button if you're in here. Subscribe to. Go live Monday and Friday. I know today's Tuesday. Felt like it. But we'll go live Monday through Friday with our community here at Bullishbrs.com. Weighted index pulling back. VIX is in a range right now, pretty choppy. Nvidia's pulling back too. Again, glad I'm not adding at my entry point. But I think this is a pullback. I do think Nvidia will want to try to flag out and push higher here. But thinking isn't a form of confluence. Is it? It's not. Let's see, 30-minute time frame. 45, 90. Yeah, we'll wait. Like I said this morning, though, we had the sell-off from pre-market, but we didn't create any supply zones on the sell-off, which tells me there isn't much resistance above us holding us lower. Where's our, here we go. Let's see what's going on our... Puts are still winning. Puts are still higher on NVIDIA right now. So I wouldn't be so quick to add. Bro, that's really annoying when you hover over that for a second, how that whole thing pops up. 10:16, what time is it? It is updated. The 190 calls. Remember, 190 we were looking at before. Now they're about 1.94 million. They're almost 2 million now. Before this morning, it was at 30 million volume. Then it dropped all the way down to 300,000 because NVIDIA gapped down. A lot of people got wiped out right there. At this point, sitting around 2 million. Building back up again. The 182.5 calls getting a little heavier. 182.5. And they're selling the 180s, so they're expecting us to be range bound between 180 and 182.5. Let's see. Nasdaq's still holding, which is good. It's going to help us in the long run of holding NVIDIA. At this point, though, it's definitely at the bottom of its range. There's no doubt about that. It's just struggling to find buying volume to continue higher on NVIDIA. I wonder if point of control, volume, and all that. It's going to be P-shape, watch. Yeah, low volume to the upside, heavy volume to the downside. It's a bearish sentiment. But the only reason for that is because when the market opened, we had a quick sell-off. So it didn't give price the opportunity to sell up there. If we put our volume profile back to the previous day, New York session, well, look at that. That tells another story. It tells us almost the opposite. It tells us there's more volume up here and no volume in between. So 188, 189, 190, those are the levels I was looking for on this swing trade. It's Tuesday. This is our current weekly volume profile on NVIDIA. We could check our weekly time frame on NVIDIA as well. It's choppy, but it's still bullish. It just made a new all-time high last week. So why wouldn't it follow through this week is my question, right? And the answer to that is it should. It should, unless there's some type of economic factor, unless there's some type of news on NVIDIA, unless there's A, B, and C going on, there's no reason for a stock to reverse or not continue its trend. There has to be reasoning behind every move and behind every reversal. And same with volume. Volume is reasoning. And Q trying to continue this choppy way higher. Gold with a pullback. Possible re-entry on gold longs if it could retest the 15 minute, like this one right here. There we go. Nasdaq pumping. Gold pulling back. I had an alert here on gold, just in case. NVIDIA's chopping around, sort of bear flagging like I mentioned earlier. These options really aren't doing anything right now. Yo, they're not doing anything until it starts selling off and just drops to 0. NVIDIA with some buying pressure again. And Q, same thing, another push higher. It's what's keeping me bullish. There we go. Check it. The bull flag. I called it a bear flag earlier because it's, I think, down bear flag, but it's a bull flag because it was pushing higher. It flagged to the downside and it's going to pop to the upside, so it'd be a bull flag. So I'm hoping this has some follow through to it off of this key level. Especially because NASDAQ is continuing higher too. Gold is pulling back, so we keep an eye on gold. There we go, nice push on NVIDIA. Options are back in the green again. This would be the possible reversal, possible long entry on gold. I don't like this right here. It's not near any of my confluence areas. Yeah, look at that, man. Gold, nice hold. NVIDIA, nice push. Guys, the calls I got for 181 are at 88. I'm the best options trader in the world. Oh, I lost my whole account. I had it at the high, now it's all gone. Just kidding. Alright, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Some good callouts today. Real good callouts on gold. Didn't really see any good entries on NASDAQ. Look at this, though. Gold, again, just right now. Just said that on gold. NVIDIA moving up. NVIDIA is close to 182. There we go, 182 on NVIDIA. I want to see, this is the volume right down here. This is our time in sales. 182. And there's volume above 182. That's great. You want to see that volume above 182. A lot of people get nervous and confused between buying volume versus selling volume, if this is red, if that's green. But guys, volume is volume. If we're finding volume above certain price levels, that's a good sign. It's when we fail to find that volume that it's a bad sign. Bro, whenever I go to pull this to my other chart over here, my other screen, because it's like, it looks like a bigger monitor, but it's not, it's the same size, it just doesn't let me. Alright, holding these right now in video with a little bit of a pump to 182.22 right now. Gold on a pullback. I want to keep NASDAQ up for now. There we go, NASDAQ pumping. Want to see that follow through. Boom, there we go, 182.36 on NVIDIA. These calls are now at 91. Damn, let's go, guys. 182.40. Check it. We're at this is a key level, major key level right here. This was a recent previous day low. If we can scale it, we're back within our range and we're golden on this. We reject it. If we see that volume we were looking at before, so what are we looking at? What's that key level? 38. So let's look for 182.39, 182.40, anything above that 182.38. There's some 40s, that's good, 39s, 40s. Okay, that gives me some confidence. There we go. Nice. 182.66, 182.71. Beautiful. Keep that volume going, man. Keep that volume going, NVIDIA. There we go. Options are now at 96 a contract. We got in at 81. That's what? I don't know, percent-wise. $20 on an $80. 30% gain if we closed it right now. But we're not. We're going for 200. We're going to the moon. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see. Maybe. Again, I'm looking for a swing trade. Those give us the opportunity for good percent returns. If we're able to say, okay, look, NVIDIA is at the bottom of its range. We swept low. Look, we swept this low right here. We reversed higher. We swept this low right here. We pulled back. Now we swept this low right here. I'm already in the longs, the calls from down here. If we could pull back, great. I'm in some calls from the bottom. Probably gonna call it a day there on futures because killed it. Options, like I said, this is a swing trade, so I'm not really gonna look to exit right now. Just sort of monitor the trade. Point of control's moving higher still. Look at that, 65K volume at 182.65 already. 65K, right off the open of that 5-minute. And we had that clean break above VWAP too. Nasdaq's keep going. Beautiful. Amazing, guys, amazing. Yo, Dustin, you still in here on YouTube, bro? He was asking before you said you trade crypto. No, bro, I trade futures, options. What more do you want from me? No, I'm just kidding. Just starting to do options again, man. Just starting to do options a little bit. We'll see. Just ducking around in it. Nasdaq moving up. Would really like to see us scale above 182.50 on Nvidia. Where is my Thinkorswim? There it is. Now, my concern would be the where'd it go? So check it out though. Puts definitely fell on Nvidia, which is a good sign. I was gonna say my concern was our options, our calls are 182.5 and our puts are sitting around 180. So they might be factoring in a range between 180 and 182.5. So I'd hope we could break 182.5 and can stay above it so that anybody that's trying to hold us within that range that has a spread like that gets wrecked. Yes, Powell today at 12:20. So we'll definitely be holding calls when Powell speaks. You know it. Guys, it hit 0. He didn't even speak yet. He just opened his mouth. He woke up. Yeah, Powell speaking today. What's he covering, though? I know it's a meeting. Oh, right, he might discuss the rate cuts, duh. If we're gonna get another rate cut in October. Well, I'm gonna quote random here, guys, and I'm gonna hold this contract through that because the most I could lose on it's $80 and whatever. Most I can make on it is potential crazy to the upside because it's options. So we're gonna hold it off my TA and hopefully and hope isn't a strategy, but what we'll be looking for is that economic news, that economic factor, Powell possibly saying, yeah, we're gonna do another rate cut in the market giving us optimism and pumping off of that, right? So we're at the bottom of the range right now. We're already starting to see we're pulling back from the bottom of the range to the upside, get that market catalyst to support us, and we keep going. I'll add an alert on Nvidia at 179.53, and I'll add an alert on Nvidia at 185. So if we just skyrocket, I know. And if we drop, oh no. But yeah, still just chilling right now on those. Nasdaq, nice run right there. Any supply zones? I don't see any, like I mentioned earlier, and without any supply, usually means we don't have much resistance, which means we can usually just run right through it. And if not right through it, we make our way higher. So we'll see. As an area of a pullback. This would be a 30-minute order block zone. We found resistance here a couple of times, so this would be an area that I would want to see price scale above and retest. And if we can't do that, then we might stay range bound. But that's the area to say, okay, look, this could be a possible long entry on NASDAQ. Break above, retest, and push up. But right now we're rejecting it. Bad sign. But remember too, we're rejecting it, but we might fail to reject it and push back higher. Fail to reject it and push back higher. There we go. Nas with the drop there. Nvidia pulling back too. I'm staying patient. Here's 182 on Nvidia. Those people keeping in the range. 182.25, 182.50. Definitely knew how to do that. Alright, see if NASDAQ, look at the 675 right there. 675 low volume shelf on NASDAQ. Might be a possible long entry. Would like to see Nvidia hold VWAP here. I would stop out if it stopped me out before Powell spoke. We'll pull back on Nvidia. Want to see a pullback to like 71 on NASDAQ. What, 71, 71. This is possible trade entry on NASDAQ. I'd want to see us hold before that though. If we close red on this 5-minute, and I'm not a big fan of that trade setup right there. Nvidia took a pretty sharp turn. Nothing crazy. VIX moving lower, which is bullish. So now this next candle, I'd like to see it hit one more low and then pull back and take that long on NAS. Just be a little careful. Fair value gap right there. I'm sure there's a low volume shelf right there. Yup, low volume shelf there. We saw that on Bookmap too. That's why we want that trade. Remember, we got Powell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Papa Powell. Hey, good job, Adonis. Hope you're able to bank today. Have a good one, bro. Damn, there we go, NASDAQ. Found that lift. Let's see. CVD following through, too. Gold, man. Gold did give us, that was a trade entry on gold before off of that 41.44. I'm just in the Nvidia calls right now. We took some gold longs earlier. Destroyed it. Bum, 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 bum. 15-minute on Nvidia. Give me something, bro. Something. It's giving me a whole lot of nothing, man. We'll see. Where is, there it is. I'm always losing. I got too many tabs, man. Not enough screens. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like the area that Nasdaq's rejecting right now, but we're failing to reject it, so I'd like to see us squeeze higher. What was that noise? Nice. There we go. Cool. AMD was probably the better choice today. Tomorrow I'll take my own advice and we'll trade the what's it called? With the change percentage. Whichever one's got the most relative strength. There we go, Nasdaq. You do that. Gold taking a hit right now, but remember, dollar's still moving lower. Gold might sweep this low and give another possible entry. Take some GLD calls. I'm pretty sure GLD has 0-date expiration too. Today's every other day. Still pretty cool. Nvidia trying to make its way higher. Do. Ladies and gentlemen, nice pump. Cool. All right, cool. I was gonna say I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a minute, but Nasdaq wants to give us a little cha-cha now. Nvidia moving up too. Finding some resistance off of 182.24 on Nvidia. Just be careful there. There we go, a little break through it. Come on. Come on. Let's see. There's 26, 26, 24. See, we're not seeing it above 26. There we go, 30. Good, 31. Nah, I saw that volume above 26. Get your ass back up there. Got 15 seconds left in the 5-minute. Bruh. Alright, we'll keep it here then. 30s, 35. We want to see 182.35. 182.35. More buying than selling above the 130. 182.30s. But then boom, instantly. Alright, let's see. There's 35. There's 37. 33. It's just got to stay above 30s, man. To keep dipping below into 24s, 26s. See that? What are we looking at on Nvidia? Slowly trying, man. See that, man? Somebody's sitting at 24 trying to knock this shit lower. But every time they get above 24, they hit that 30. They say, hold up. Someone's hitting that buy above 182.30. Just really struggling. Bro, that's annoying. 15-minute, looks like it could continue higher. Check out how choppy the 5-minute looks, but then you look at the 15-minute and it looks a bit smoother to the upside. Right? Oh, we cleared VWAP. Oh, we came back. Oh, we're holding VWAP. And Nasdaq's moving higher, so I'm looking for Nvidia to move up here. Come on, Nvidia, it's time for you to move up in this world. It's alright, Powell will get the party started later. I'll give him a buzz. 3:18 left in the 5-minute here. Same situation as we've been seeing. 26s, 27s, 35s. Get above 40, damn it. It is. It was able to before. It was able to get above 30, which we wanted. So now we want to see it above 40. 39s, 39s, 40. There's 140. A lot of 29s again. 29s, man. They sell heavy in the 20s. Heavy sells. Sell, sell, sell. Gotta break above 30 and just pop on Nvidia. That's what I'm looking for. Nasdaq struggling. We're choppy right here. There's 18, so we're going lower again. We're just range bound. Ooh, taking some hits. Let's see. How does our chart look? Just looks like chop. Looks like we came out of our entry. We've been chopping since. And then Powell speaks at 11:20 or 12:20? I think 12:20? 12:20.
12:20, yeah.
He's gonna speak, and Nvidia's gonna go boing. Hopefully to the upside. Minute 14. And this 5-minute. Holy cow. I thought this 5-minute was in the 15-minute we're done already. Could it just close? I want to see Nvidia trade back up towards that 188 area. Puts are getting weaker and weaker, and calls are getting stronger on Nvidia. Just adds up. 14 million now sitting at the 182 calls. The 190 calls, only 2.3 million. They should have for quant data. It's a little silly. If you want to change one chart, you got to change it on everything. Like if I want to change QQQ, if I want to change this to Nvidia, let's see. Clear, clear, clear. I'm not even gonna try. I'll learn about it another time, man. Too many tools can get too overcomplicated, and that's not necessarily the goal in trading. We want to keep it not as simple as possible, but we do want to keep it, yeah, as simple as we can. Follow our system. Wow, Apex. Apex is some Class A haters right now. Removing themselves from my old reels with them. From Futures Fever, bro. Damn. I guess because in the shorts I say join us every Wednesday, and it's no longer every Wednesday. But people liked those. This is Nvidia. Failing below 182. It's really just choppy right now. Nasdaq struggling to move higher, but it's also, in other words, struggling to move lower, so just want to be patient off of that. That blue area I just deleted, this was the area that was resistance, and we broke it, and it is trying to hold as support right now. Alright, new 15-minute formed. New 30-minute formed, right? Did we get? No, not new 30, never mind. Well, no, never mind. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wrapping up the stream right there. Hope you guys all had a great trading day. We absolutely killed it on some gold. I'm personally going to hold these NVIDIA calls until Powell speaks or whenever. So you guys feel free to join me if you want to. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Our options. So they do have the potential, unfortunately, to run to zero. So be careful if you get in them. Be careful where your entries are. Don't just blindly copy somebody. Make sure your own analysis lines up with it as well. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody.
Thanks, Kevin.
No problem. Peace. Peace out, YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Kevin, Trading with Kevin.